Hey, y'all, we have one last lesson for lesson 21, and we have one last theorem to talk about. And this theorem has to do with right triangles. So let's talk quickly about right triangles, even though you're probably familiar. If we look at the right angle in a right triangle, the side across from that we call the hypotenuse, and the other two sides we call legs. So again, the side across from the right angle, which is always the longest side, is called the hypotenuse. So add this to your flip book. This is the final triangle congruence theorem. It's called hypotenuse leg. We call it the HL theorem. And that says that if I have two right triangles, so I know they're both right triangles, and then if I know that the hypotenuses, so the sides across from the right angles, are congruent to each other, and then one leg in each triangle are congruent to each other, then I can say that these two triangles are congruent. So this is a theorem that's unique. It's only works with right triangles, but I need to say also that any of the theorems that we've talked about up until now, they all also apply to right triangles. This is just an extra one. So right now we're just going to decide whether or not these are congruent by HL, or if we don't have enough information to say that they're HL. So if I look at these two triangles, they're right triangles. If I look at the sides across from the right angles, the hypotenuses are congruent. And then I have another pair of sides with a pair of legs that are congruent. So I can apply hypotenuse leg to these two triangles. So these two right triangles are congruent, and I know they're congruent by hypotenuse leg. If I look at these two, they're right triangles. Again, I have the right angle symbols. I have the reflexive property here, so that's showing me that the hypotenuse in both triangles is congruent. But now I don't know anything about the legs. I do know something about these pair of angles, but I don't know anything about the legs. So I cannot say hypotenuse leg. But what I could say is angle, angle, side, and I should have written that. So I'll type that in there. I don't have enough information to call this hypotenuse leg, but I could say angle, angle, side. So pause and give this one a try. So if I look at these two, again, the right triangles, because this is a right angle, and these are vertical angles, so that means this is a right angle. And these two triangles, I don't know anything about this hypotenuse. I don't know anything about this hypotenuse. So I can't say it's hypotenuse leg. So I don't have enough information to call it hypotenuse leg, but I could call it side angle side. So I can't use hypotenuse leg in this situation, but I do want to make the point that I can use the other theorems, and so this is an example of side angle side, even though I can't use HL. So I have one problem. Take a look at these two and tell me if you can use hypotenuse leg or not.